Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm Crochet with Kelsey over on Instagram, and I am a crocheter, pattern designer, and small business owner. In this week's vlog, I'm going to be covering a week of market prepping. In this video, I'll be showing you what a week of market prep looks like for me, as well as my goals and if I get them all done in time. So let's get into it. So the market is this weekend. I originally had it planned for November 30th, but then I realized that I was going to be out of town for Thanksgiving, so I was able to get it moved to the 9th. It's an outdoor market, so that's really the only date I wanted to do this year, considering it's gonna start getting cold pretty soon. But that being said, I have a lot to do. I didn't think I was gonna have another market until November 23rd, and it's Monday, and I haven't really started doing anything for it because I was out of town this past weekend. For those of you who don't know, crocheting is not my full-time job. I work from 7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. This is something that I do in my free time. What my week is gonna look like this week is coming home from work. It's my week to cook dinner this week, so me and my fiance have a system. It's rock solid, it's amazing. So pretty much he'll cook dinner one week and I'll do the dishes. So in his week, he goes to the grocery store, buys all the ingredients, makes all the food, and then I just have to clean up. So we switch off every other week, and it just happens to be my week to cook. So today after work, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's to get some quick and easy meals, stuff that won't take very long so that I have plenty of time to focus on crocheting. Today, I'm gonna get a little bit of a later start, but I normally try to stop crocheting around 10 o'clock and go to bed by 11. We'll see if I have to stay up a little bit later or not. What I typically do before each market is I make a list of everything that I would like to get done. I got home at like 9 o'clock last night, so I quickly did some inventory to see what I need to make for this weekend. Keep in mind that it's Monday right now and my market is on Saturday. So you're probably gonna think I'm crazy when I show you what my list looks like, but it just helps me stay organized to have a little checklist, and then it feels good to be able to check everything off of it. Luckily, I have a lot of bigger items in stock, so really pretty much everything on here is pretty small and quick to make. So on here I have 5 chicken keychains. They are such a great seller, so it's mandatory that I have them. 2 whale keychains. The claw machine was pretty popular at my last couple of markets, so I'm gonna need to make a few claw machine items. And by a few, I mean 11. So I need to make 3 claw machine bees, 4 claw machine chickens, a blue claw machine octopus, and 3 claw machine chicks. I saw that Annie Caraway Art released a new mini loaf cat pattern, and the loaf cats are always super popular. I don't think I've been to a market and brought them where I haven't sold at least one. So I'm gonna try to make 4 of those mini loaf kittens. I need to make 1 more orange loaf cat. I like to have 1 of every color. I'm gonna try to make 2 of her loaf dogs. What breeds I'm gonna make are undecided, but probably just like a solid color and floppy ears. I'm like halfway done making a party pigeon from Crafted for Comfort's new pattern that just came out. And I also want to make another silly goose. So those are some bigger items. And then I also need 1 mystery box item. So I'm gonna make a bauble whale for that. And then I started this penguin with my niece Christmas Snugglers pattern, and I need to just make the head and put that together and have that available for sale. So you're probably looking at me right now thinking that I'm a maniac, and I don't blame you. I might be. I'm gonna check in with you tomorrow, and I'm gonna show you what I was able to get done tonight. This will probably be my least productive night. I'll miss you and I'll see you tomorrow, but it's actually gonna be like 5 seconds for you, so. Please also keep in mind that I usually allow myself more time to market prep. I would recommend starting at least a month in advance, especially if you don't have a lot of inventory built up yet. I just braved the rainy weather to get my groceries from Trader Joe's. I spent less than $60, which is pretty good. we're gonna do a hot pot night, so I just needed to get mushrooms for that because we had the base and everything left over from last week. And then I got their lobster bisque and a salad kit for one night to have kind of a soup and salad night. And then I got some of their pre-made pasta, so I'm gonna just do that with their bruschetta sauce one night and have bread with that. And I also got a bag of spinach so we can have salads every night. My mom gave me a bag of like 9 potatoes yesterday, so I'm gonna try to use them to make mashed potatoes, and we have like half of a short rib in the freezer, so I'm gonna try to do something with that. And I also got some broccoli for that meal, so hopefully with the meals that I got, there's enough pre-made stuff going on to have plenty of time to market prep. Now I'll head home, make dinner, and get to crocheting. So it's now Tuesday, it is 4:38, and I just got home from work. I'm going to feed my animals and prep dinner, and then I'm going to start crocheting. Tonight we're having chicken tacos, and the meat I'm just gonna throw in an Instant Pot. Did I tell you guys that I was making chicken tacos? Anyway, I got some chicken from Trader Joe's. Before I get into what I crocheted yesterday, I completely forgot to show you guys my new pattern that actually just went out for testing today. This is my Winter Snugglers pack. It includes Ralphie the reindeer, Presley the penguin, Georgie the gingerbread man, and Silas the seal. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, but those should be out around November 15th-ish. So hopefully this vlog is actually out by then. So as I said yesterday, I was gonna try to finish my penguin body that I had started, and I did, and that was using my Presley the penguin pattern. I just kind of wanted to test out the head again, and the body was actually my first attempt at making this penguin pattern, but I decided that it's never gonna look good when you're half double crocheting and color changing. So I just decided to go with a solid colored body, and I actually had to go and clean this up with some white yarn so that it looked a little bit cleaner. I didn't want this body to go to waste, so I went ahead and finished him, and I'll be taking him to my market with me. I hate having any whips laying around, so I just decided I'm gonna knock that one out and I'll feel good about it. So no more whips anymore. Y'all are gonna probably think that I'm a total failure because all I was able to make yesterday is chickens. So I actually knocked out all of the chickens that were on my list. Oops. And I made 9 of them. I used to make all of my chickens the same, but I decided that I wanted to have 2 different sizes for my claw machine. So this one is just a round shorter, and that's smaller and better to go in the claw machine. And then this one's just a round taller. So this is the one that will be my keychain. In total, I made 5 of the keychain size and 4 of the claw machine size. I know it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but you know, I got home, I started crocheting a little bit, I prepped dinner, ate dinner, and was probably crocheting from like 7:30 to 9:20-ish. So I'd say I'm proud of how much I was able to get done in that time. And even if you don't think it's a lot, just look at how accomplished my checklist looks. So I'm gonna go do all my choresy things that I talked about earlier, and my goal for the night is to try to at least finish my party pigeon and hopefully knock out a couple of the mini loaf cats. Making the chickens is really tedious and they're super small, so I kind of want to mix it up tonight and make something that's a little bigger. I also wanted to show you guys my new Volare pillow. So for those of you who don't know about the Volare pillow, it is a pillow that helps with your posture. I personally have terrible posture whenever I am crocheting, so this has really helped. If you're interested in getting a Volare pillow for yourself, it's great for gamers, readers, anyone who is sitting for a long amount of time. You can get yourself a pretty nice discount if you use the code in the description. Just to kind of show you how it works, this is my normal crochet posture. I just don't have a straight back. First of all, it comes in a lot of super pretty colors, and I liked this nice like velvet green one. You just can clip it around your waist like this. And now Bonnie is coming to join me. And then you just turn this to be right in front of you. As you can see, now it kind of forces me to sit forward to get this cushion underneath my elbows, and it just makes you not be in as much pain. And you can easily see your work rather than, you know, straining and hunching over and going down here. You can just easily keep a straight back and just crochet to your little heart's desire. Like I said, see the link in the description to get a nice little discount on one. And that's my little Tuesday recap. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, November 6th. We have 3 more full nights until the market, and I apologize, but I'm going to keep this day very short because it's been a pretty tough day for me and I don't really feel like crocheting, but that's just the reality of being a small business owner. I truly do hope that I'm still able to get a good amount done tonight, but whenever you have a bad day, sometimes you just don't feel like doing anything, but I'm gonna try to power through. Sorry about my cat meowing in the background. He knows that whenever I get home from work, it's time for him to eat, so he likes to tell me to hurry up and go feed him. Anyway, here is what I was able to get done last night. Here's my little party pigeon that I finished last night. I had the wings done already, but I finished the rest of him. I was also able to finish 5 mini loaf cats. Here's 3 of them. I made 2 solids and a striped one here. Here are the other 2 loaf cats that I made, a white one and a tuxedo one. Yes, I'm going to add noses and whiskers to each of them. It was just getting kind of late last night, so I'm planning on doing that tonight. I was crocheting until about 10:20 last night, which I usually don't like to do, but I did get a lot done, and let me tell you, once you start making those mini loaf cats, you're gonna be hooked because the pattern is super quick and easy to follow. Tonight, the goal is just to get as much done as I can on my checklist, but I've already decided I'm not gonna overwork myself, and if I feel like stopping, I'm going to stop because I did have a rough day today. And at the end of the day, it's important not to overwork yourself. Always prioritize yourself. Never hesitate to rest or relax if you feel like you need it. Remember that your well-being is the #1 most important thing, no matter how much you feel like you have to get done. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, hey, hey! I just got home from work today and it is 4:40 on Thursday, which means we only have 2 more nights to crochet until the market. So I have a pattern that is supposed to be releasing tomorrow, and I need to get some more photos of it for the cover. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do before anything else because it's already getting dark and I'm running out of daylight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get those photos taken, and then I'm gonna show you what I have on the agenda for tonight. Here is the pattern that I have coming out tomorrow. It is Paxton the polar bear, and he's just a really cute little guy, perfect for winter. So that will be coming out tomorrow, and I'm about to get his final photos for his Etsy listing and for his pattern. Mwah! You always have to check the mail when you get home, and luckily for me today, my safety eyes came in. As I mentioned earlier, there's only 2 more days left until the market, so it is turbo time. It's time to get all that last minute stuff done. Yesterday, I was not feeling it and I didn't push myself too hard, and I just really needed a little serotonin make. So I started making this little Pikachu from Hedge, aka Crafted for Comfort's new Pikachu pattern that I'm pre-testing for her. I wanted to make the eyes look as realistic as possible. I kind of suck at painting, but I just used acrylic paint. I feel like I actually don't hate the way that they look. I don't know, they're just not perfect and it's bothering me. I feel like the paint can very easily be chipped away if somebody was to try to chip it off. So I'm probably gonna paint over it with clear nail polish because I'm handy like that. Tonight I'm going to put the finishing touches on this. It just needs its little cheeks. I need to paint over the eyeballs like I said, and I need to make its tail. I can't remember if it has a nose or not, but It's going to be so cute. So I will say thank you, my sweet, sweet Hedgie. This definitely cheered me up and, you know, helped me take my mind off of everything that's going on in the world. So highly, highly, highly recommend checking her out. I also was able to finish putting my little loaf kitten faces on. So basically all that entails is embroidering that little X and the little whiskers on each side. So I feel like white cats do not have black whiskers, and I couldn't think of what other colored whiskers they would have, and it looked naked without the whiskers. So hopefully it looks okay, but I don't know, something about it just looks a little off because I think white cats have white whiskers. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think all cats have white whiskers. But that's okay. I also tried to put black whiskers on this one, and that didn't work out too well because it obviously just blended in. So he's just gonna be like that. I think that these two look pretty good with the black whiskers. And then this one, I feel like it should have white whiskers, but like I said, I was too lazy, and I'm feeling too lazy today to fix them. So I have this little stand. Let me actually go grab it. So this is the little stand that I have, and I'm just trying this for the first time, but in my head I was kind of thinking that the loaf cats would look super cute on here. Oh my gosh. They do! They look so cute! To fill up the display though, I need to make 3 more. Oh, they're so freaking cute! Okay, it's been decided. So yes, I just decided that instead of making the bigger loaf cats, I really have a good feeling about these for some reason. To me, they're just so much more appealing because of their smaller size, and they're really cute, and they take like half the time to make, and I can probably sell them for just a few dollars less than I sell the big loaf cats for. I'll probably sell them for $12, and I sell the big ones for $20. And these take about 20 minutes to make, and that's like with the tail and everything. Maybe a little more, maybe like 22 to 25 minutes. But the big loaf cats take they can take me an hour, and I don't know why, because everyone says that they're really quick and easy. So I don't know if it's just me or because I haven't memorized the pattern yet, but for some reason they take me a little bit longer. After making 2 of these though, it was really easy to memorize the pattern, so I think I can just like whip a few more out. As I said, I wasn't very motivated last night, so this was really my first priority. The cats were like an afterthought, and then I was like, you know what, I have a little more energy, and I already had the black and the yellow yarn down there. So can you guess what I decided to make? Bees, but only their bodies, not their wings. They look so funny. They just look like little bullets or something without their wings. These take like 10 minutes or less to make, and I was feeling lazy, and I didn't want to go upstairs and get my white yarn, or I probably would have put the wings on, but it was getting late anyway, so I was happy that I got this much done last night. So let's take a look at my checklist and see what else I was planning on getting done. And tonight is my last full night of crocheting because on Friday night I like to spend some time with my fiance Nick. We will usually have a little date night, at least go out to dinner or something. So I try to do just like last minute finishing touches on Friday if I need to. I usually like to take Fridays to relax if I can, because the next day on Saturday when the market is, I'm gonna have to be begging people, please, please, please buy my plushies. Please, please buy my plushies. That was also my audition for any acting part that you think I'd be a good fit for, so let me know in the comments if you know anyone who is looking for a beggar in their next film or production. So now we're gonna go ahead and look at my list, see if I need to kind of tweak some things. I just wanna show you guys this picture that I took of Paxton earlier. He's just really, really cute. Obviously, the first thing I'm going to try to do is finish these, or maybe not the first thing. It's actually the last thing I'm probably gonna do tonight because I like to procrastinate. So I have quite a few items on here that still haven't been checked off. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the executive decision that the mini loaf cats are way more important than the big loaf cats. We're just gonna test it out. It's my first time bringing this pattern to a market and I'm head over heels for it. So hopefully my customers will be too. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 loaf cats to finish up that display. What I'm also going to do is take off the 2 loaf dogs that I had on here and the larger loaf cat. I really like to have a keychain display that looks pretty full, but never once have I ever sold out of all of my keychains, so it's not the end of the world if I don't get to those, but I did have 2 whale keychains on there, and you know, I can knock those out in like 30 minutes maybe total, so I'm gonna try to get those done today. I also want to make 3 of the little claw machine chicks. I'm actually gonna prioritize that over the whale keychains. And I also had a blue claw machine octopus, specifically blue, because I don't think I have any left of those. That's gonna be my 3rd priority because I do have the beads for the claw machine. I did make more chickens for the claw machine and I already had a few items left over from my previous markets. So I think it's safe to say that I'm not gonna get that other silly goose done. That's a more time consuming pattern, but that's okay. And for my display of mystery boxes, it's kind of a display similar to this. Not really. It's actually a spice rack that I got from Target, believe it or not, but it's 3 little tiers and I have 3 boxes, 3 boxes, and 3 boxes. And I have 8 mystery boxes right now. So I really like to do it either to where I have 9 or 12 so that whenever I set up, it looks really nice and everything looks even. So I have 8, so I'm not gonna push it, and I'm just gonna shoot for having 9. So I'm gonna make a little bobble whale for that one. Whenever Nick gets home in a little bit, I'm going to make the ravioli tonight, so it'll be a quick dinner. The pasta is pre-made. Let me actually show you. This is the Italian tomato and burrata ravioloni. Ravioloni. Yeah, I mean, I'm not making that up. It says ravioloni on there. Anyway, it's double stuffed bicolor pasta with tomato and burrata cheese fillings. So that sounded pretty good. I got a little sauce pre-made that they had at Trader Joe's. And so I'm just gonna boil this up and put the sauce on it, so it'll be super quick. Only 5 o'clock right now, so I feel like I have a good amount of time to get everything on my checklist done after omitting those few items that seemed a little impossible. Tomorrow I'm also gonna do a final plushie count to see how many plushies I actually made this week, so stay tuned for that. Sorry about my cat Max, I promise I fed him tonight, but he likes to meow because we have a doggy gate that keeps them apart because Bonnie will freak out if she gets around. My fiance had Max ever since he was a kitten, and I had Bonnie since she was a puppy, and so we had our animals before we met, and then we had to move in together. We didn't have to, we wanted to move in together. And our animals just didn't get along, so luckily we have 2 floors. Buddy. Yeah, so he's super cute and he'll come up to the gate and then Bonnie just kind of looks at him like that. So yeah, she doesn't know what to do with herself, but she'll just chase him around. Anyway, there's a little inside look to my life. Say bye, Maxie. So this is the setup. It's not cute, it's not glamorous, but I like to crochet on the couch. So this is my Volare pillow that I showed you earlier, and it makes me have good posture. I got all my various yarns that I'll need for my next few projects over there. I have my lucky little tin that has my stitch markers, scissors, needles, really any little tools that I would need. And I have my stuffing, my giant bag of stuffing, and my hook, of course. And you can't forget the safety eyes. So the first projects that I will be completing today are my claw machine chicks because they're super popular and you gotta get them done. So there's a little inside look to how I crochet, where I crochet, why I crochet. But we're off to a good start with one little ducky, and I'm gonna go ahead and get dinner started, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. We made it to Friday. We did it! We made it to Friday. So tonight is mostly about just putting some little finishing touches on some items that I've already started so that it's ready to go to the market tomorrow. It's also about making sure we have everything ready for the market. I keep all of my display stuff and plushies upstairs, so we have to kind of bring everything down, and it's a whole process, and then we have to put it in my little car. So that's pretty much what we'll do tonight, so that whenever we're ready to leave tomorrow, we just have to get in the car and go. So let's chat about what I got done last night. So I was able to get 3 little claw machine chickies done. Y'all saw me make one of them yesterday. They only take about like 10 minutes to make. They're super cute. The one that I showed you yesterday, I actually messed up the pattern a little bit. I never write down these little patterns that I do. I just kind of store them in my head. So when I haven't made them in a while, the first one always looks a little bit wonky. So I don't know, it turned out bigger somehow, but they normally look like that, but that's okay. I think somebody will still love the little derpy ones. So got 3 of those done, and that was my goal for that item. I made my one random light blue octopus for the claw machine. I usually make these in like light blue, but I had my baby bear yarn out. This is the wisteria color, and I just thought it would look really cute with the octopus, so I don't know, I like him in this color a lot. And I know I always rage about this pattern, but it's by Sweet Softies. It takes like 10 minutes to make. I mean, they're super quick and easy, and once you learn the pattern, you can just kind of crank them out. While I was on my baby bear wisteria kick, I also finished my 2 little whale keychains that I had on my list. This pattern is all from Jade, and it's free on her Instagram. And while I was still on my baby bear wisteria kick, I made my little bubble whale that I need for my mystery box, and I'll put who the pattern is by, but this is one of my 5 mystery box items that I offer, and they're super quick to work up, and I sell my mystery boxes for $10, so it's important to have something that doesn't take a long time. And for some reason, I was still on my baby bear wisteria kick, so I made this little blue cat, a little blue spotted cat. I don't know, I just was feeling kind of crazy and wanted to do one in a fun color. So along with this one, I also made a little spotted face yellow one and just a regular brown one. And the brown one turned out a little bit bigger because I made it in Big Twist Posh yarn, and this one and all the other ones are made in Baby Bear yarn. So that's the difference, but I don't think it's super noticeable. They are pretty close still, So what does this mean that I made 3 more cats? I believe it means that that's all the cats that I needed for my display. So come on, let's go check it out. Let's go ahead and fill it up. So that is actually the cutest display that I've seen in a while. I am very happy with it. I think this will be something to include at my future markets where, you know, if I only sell maybe 4 cats tomorrow, I can easily whip up 4 more, and it's good to have something like this where you can keep rotating the cats. With these, my hope is always that somebody will see a cat that resembles theirs in some way and they will not be able to resist. So we'll see. And if somebody has a cat that looks like that, I will lose my mind. So that cat display is done. I'm super proud of it. What I'm not proud of is what I'm about to show you next. I know, I said I was going to get the wings put on these bees first thing, and then I was being honest saying that it's probably the last thing that I'm gonna do, and now I'm gonna be honest saying I didn't do it at all. So unfortunately, this is one thing that I'm gonna have to get done tonight. I wasn't able to do anything with my Pikachu either, so tonight I'm going to make the tail, I'm going to make the cheeks, add a nose if needed. Those are the two things that I have to do tonight. I also have to put keychains on my new keychain items that I made, but I think it's gonna be a pretty easy night. I don't think I'm gonna be stressing out too hard. Let's look at my checklist and see if I accomplished all my goals. So full transparency, as you know, I did tweak my list a little bit. I added some more mini loaf cats rather than making the larger loaf cat and loaf dogs. I also omitted the silly goose that I was going to make. I already have one for the market, let me show you. This is the silly goose. Just really the silliest little guy you'll ever see. If you can't tell, this is a pattern for Crafted for Comfort. It comes in the same bundle as the party pigeon, so I think those are gonna look really cute together. But I wasn't able to make another one before the market this week, and you know what, that's okay, because I'm actually really proud of everything I got done, because when I look at my edited checklist, it is all checked off. So when you look at it in a format like this, it really does seem extremely impressive to get all of this done. That being said, a lot of the makes were smaller, but I just want to put it out there. You know, I'm really proud of myself. I worked hard this week, and you know, I'm really hoping that it pays off at my market tomorrow. Now that we near the end of this video, it's time for the final plushie count. So we of course have these 8 little loaf cats, 3 little claw machine chickies, 2 keychain whales, 1 mini octopus for the claw machine, our bubble whale for the mystery box, 9 little chickens for both the keychains and claw machine items, 1 silly goofy little party pigeon, 3 claw machine bees that I promise I'm gonna get done tonight, and half a Pikachu that I promise I'm gonna finish tonight as well. And I was also able to finish this little penguin guy. So in total, I was able to make 30 plushies this week. I feel very accomplished right now, and I'm excited to take this all to the market. I also wanted to show y'all a couple of things that I've worked on recently and haven't really had a chance to show off on YouTube yet. So here are a few of the projects that I have done lately. So I know I already showed you my Paxton the polar bear pattern earlier this week, but he actually released today. So he is now available for you to make. In my last market vlog, I was in the process of making this little plushie, but I'm seriously so obsessed. It was my first time using Feels Like Bliss yarn, and this is the little penguin buddy by Crochet Me Zaddy, and he's just seriously so soft and cute, and I am gonna take him to my market tomorrow, but I don't want to. But I really like him, and I'm definitely going to be making more things in Feels Like Bliss yarn because the cuteness factor here is just through the roof. I was able to test these little cuties from Made by Janina, and I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, and if I'm not, I'm sorry, and somebody please correct me. But they're just super cute, and they're super easy to make as well, so they're great for markets. I didn't make a ton of stuff for this market since it's early November, and I feel like people aren't gonna really be in the mood to shop for Christmas things yet, but this is my test to see if the winter things are gonna sell, and if so, I'm gonna make a lot more of my winter snugglers, and I'm gonna make them with embroidered eyeballs so that little kids can enjoy them too, and it can be a gift for, you know, babies, or it can be a gift for anyone because they're really cute. I was actually talking to some of my crochet friends about this today because I wanted to take my winter snugglers to the market this weekend, but for some reason I always like to keep one of each of my patterns that I have designed, and sometimes with my patterns I'll literally make one and I'll say, okay, this is it, this is the one. And yeah, there might be some frogging and stuff along the way, but I swear the first one that I make, that I use to write the pattern, always looks the best. Like, I can make my patterns multiple times, but for some reason I feel like the first one always looks best. So I think I'm gonna keep them for, you know, marketing purposes to kind of promote them, especially when they release. So I'm just gonna try to make more of them for my next market. So the market I have coming up tomorrow is gonna be November 9th. I'm going to be at the Deep Ellum Outdoor Market, and obviously that date will have passed by the time that this is out, but hopefully I will be doing a market vlog for that market as well. On November 23rd, I am super excited about this event. It'll be my first time doing it. I'm doing the Jingle Bash from Etsy Dallas, so they kind of curate the market more towards handmade items, and they kind of like vet people and make sure that they're legit and actually making their stuff, which is a nice change. So the market fee for that one was a little bit more, but I'm super excited. It's supposed to be a really good one. And then on December 14th, I'm doing the Bobcat Dazzlers Bazaar. It's at Byron Nelson High School in Southlake, Texas. So I'm super excited for that one. I've done that one the past 2 years and it's always been really great. People are really shopping for holiday things. So that's kind of what I got going on for the rest of the year. So be sure to stay tuned. Whenever I first started this channel, I wasn't really sure how much I would be able to post. So you can pretty much expect a video every week from me. I just really hope that you're enjoying the content so far, and if there's anything else that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. And you know, I'm having a lot of fun doing it, so I hope y'all like it too. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe.